The following is brought to you in partnership by Symbol. Symbol is a new sports marketplace where you can trade shares of professional teams like stocks. You love sports. You interested in fantasy sports without the weekly annoyance of fantasy league upkeep? Then Symbol's the app for you. With Symbol, fantasy sports is going to a whole other level. How it works is simple. You buy Symbol shares for your favorite sim teams on the app. When your sim team wins, you get automatic cash deposits, and you don't lose any money when they lose. That's it. So if you follow trends across football, basketball, and baseball, and you think your team is a sleeper, simply invest in your favorite sim teams on Symbol and watch your virtual portfolio prove you right or wrong. And if you want to get in on the action right away, Vendetta Sports Media's got you covered. Go to symbol.app/Vendetta and use our exclusive promo code Vendetta, and you'll get a $10 bonus when making your first deposit. Symbol, taking fantasy sports to a whole other level.
What's going on, guys? Jackson here from Vendetta Sports Media, and welcome to this episode of our 2021 NBA Draft Prospect Spotlight Series. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever the next episode in our Prospect Spotlight series drops. Head over to our website at vendettasportsmedia.com and follow along with our coverage of the 2021 NBA Draft. And also make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to stay up to date on everything that's happening at Vendetta. And if you want to be the real MVP, go and support us on Patreon. In this episode, we'll be talking about UConn guard James Bouknight. As one of the more intriguing prospects of the 2021 NBA draft class, James Bouknight should expect to hear his name called somewhere in the first round, possibly during the lottery. Where exactly he will fall within the lottery is still up in the air, but the UConn guard's scoring and playmaking prowess will have scouts and GMs tempted to select him. He is an intriguing prospect with good size and a great offensive skill set, but his streakiness could worry some teams. On most draft boards, however, he's a top 10 prospect. He can immediately perform at a high level for a number of teams in the NBA. In a league that is high-paced and demands offensive versatility, Bouknight checks the boxes. But how big of an impact can he make on an NBA team now? Let's take a quick look. Strengths: athleticism, scoring, shot creation. Although he was hampered with an elbow injury last season that held him to just 15 games, Bouknight still displayed the offensive repertoire that propelled him to his projected lottery standing. The Husky guard dazzled commentators and spectators alike with his high-flying putback dunks and transition finishing. He's a good ball handler and frequently blew by defenders in college, either finishing at the rim or finagling his way into a pull-up jumper. He displayed a good finishing package with both hands, and it's expected that that will translate well into the NBA. As the number one option for UConn last season, his shot creation off the bounce was the essence of his game. Bouknight's combo moves and quick first step allow him to create a variety of shots for himself, whether they be step-back threes, floaters, or mid-range shots. Teams will likely not need him to create his own shot as a rookie, but he is an isolation scorer at heart and can do so if needed. Weaknesses: shot selection, turnovers, reliance on dribbling. The issues on every scout's mind will be Bouknight's shot selection, which can be poor at times, and his turnovers, which may have been a byproduct of his role at UConn, but also may be an indication of his nature as a basketball player. While Bouknight can certainly pull off acrobatic finishes and improbable jumpers, his athleticism led him to take some uber contested shots that did a number on his stat sheet. The glaring 29% from three-point range, a 5% drop from his freshman season, will worry some scouts. He can obviously hit the shot, but whether or not he can do so effectively is still unclear. And his efficiency is especially important this season because he will not get 15 shots a game like he did at UConn. The nearly 3 turnovers a game is also worrisome. Was it a result of him being on the ball for most UConn possessions? His 30.4% usage rate was the highest among the Big East. Or was it his poor decision making? There is an argument for either. Finally, his reliance on dribbling can plague his games. Bouknight likes to put the ball on the floor, and if teams want him to be a reliable catch and shoot guard, there may be an issue. It would be interesting to see what a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and James Bouknight attack in Golden State would look like. While his floor spacing is questionable at this point, Bouknight's scoring prowess makes him an intriguing option at both the 7th and 14th pick, although he'll most likely be off the board by the time the 14th pick comes around. His shot creation would alleviate some of the pressure on Curry and could also allow for more corner and wing shots for Thompson if Bouknight can get those set up. Orlando is a pretty good fit too, as Bouknight is an existing connection with Cole Anthony after the two played on the AAU circuit together, and the Magic are in the process of rebuild. Adding another young, versatile wing scorer to this rebuilding young core in Orlando would certainly be a plus. A good NBA comparison for Bouknight would be a bit of a lesser version of Zach LaVine. Both are extremely athletic two guards and are good at creating their own shot off the bounce. Bouknight is not on that LaVine level yet, but he nevertheless has the potential to be a standout player in the NBA. Bouknight could continue to develop his shooting as LaVine has done, but if he can become a catch-and-shoot threat along with his attacking ability, the 20-year-old will be a weapon for any team that picks him. It looks like it should be easy to consider James Bouknight a lottery pick. His offensive game alone will spark interest from NBA front offices, and his ceiling as a prospect is one of the highest in this class. While the location of his selection in the lottery is still up in the air, do not be surprised if Bouknight goes in the 6 to 8 range, or if he falls, it will be in the 11 to 14 range. His age may cause some teams to waver, but he should go in the lottery and will be a good offensive weapon for any team that picks him. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of our 2021 NBA Draft Prospect Spotlight Series. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever more of these videos or any other videos or podcasts or shows that we got going on the channel drop. Again, this is Jackson Law from Vendetta Sports Media, signing off, and I will see you guys next time.